Investigators have made their first arrest in connection with a man found dead on a Tyler road last Wednesday. 25-year-old Joshua Bryant is charged with capital murder, and police say they're searching for a second suspect. This comes after Nathan Martin was found shot to death on the road on State Highway 69 north at County Road 489 around midnight last Wednesday. Investigators arrested Bryant after he was found allegedly breaking into a car about 500 feet away from the body. He told investigators he rode there with Martin to visit a smoke shop. He ate a THC-laced gummy and then asked Martin to drive the vehicle. When asked about what happened after that, Bryant said he blacked out. Video captured what sounded like gunshots and a car peeling out and a man then running away from the Mustang.